Yes, you read that right. January 7th, 2023. This wild, swirling chaos is exactly the scene I was hoping for today. But here we are again, April 19th, 2025. And yeah, not quite the cinematic masterpiece I was hoping for. But this calmness hopefully is a sign of a relaxing adventure ahead. The Walter F. George Lock and Dam is located on the Chattahoochee River between the banks of Fort Gaines, Georgia and Alabama. It spreads northward in what is known as the Walter F. George Reservoir. About 20 miles north of the dam at Georgetown, Georgia, I crossed this section of the swollen Chattahoochee River known as Lake Eufaula, appropriately named after the Alabama town I will visit today. We will take a walk and explore a few of the unique roadside attractions of Eufaula and visit the grave of one of its famous persons. And yes, we will see some alligators. I am Danny, and welcome to my channel, Danovator, where my experiences become your adventure. Remember to please subscribe, and please tap that bell icon, that way you'll know when I release my next video. At the intersection of Highland Avenue, Cotton Avenue, and US Route 431 stands Eufaula's quirky landmark, the tree that owns itself. In 1935, the mayor deeded the original post oak the right to have and to hold itself so long as it shall live. After a tornado uprooted it in 1961, a new tree was planted and dedicated on April 19th of that same year. So, unbelievably, today is the anniversary of the second generation of the tree that owns itself. Just a few steps from the oak tree on US Route 431, which is also Eufaula Avenue, is the shorter mansion. The building that stands today was finished in 1906. I decided to inquire about a tour for a later date and was able to take this view inside. This mansion was built by Eli S. Shorter II, whose father was once governor of Alabama. Let's go check out this church. This is the St. James Episcopal Church. It was established in 1838. Next to the church is the Eufaula Carnegie Library. Founded in 1904, it is one of two Carnegie libraries still operating in the state of Alabama. Andrew Carnegie, an American businessman, donated his money for their construction. Check out these manicured box hedges. They stand in front of the Hart House. Built in the 1850s, this home was moved from a western location and was built by John Hart, who moved here from New Hampshire and became a local prominent merchant and farmer. It appears to be in the process of restoration. On Eufaula Avenue, where the historical business district is located, is a few abandoned buildings that hopefully will get reawakened soon. Across the street is the old 1885 Bluff City Inn. This building with the wraparound balcony is also in the process of remodeling. I find it exciting to see these historical towns reimagining the old buildings into something new. Like this antique store at the old Louis Brothers building on Broad Street. Don't be afraid of the steampunked cowboy. He's got his sights on his next meal. But his next meal certainly is not Leroy Brown. Leroy Brown wasn't the baddest man in the whole darn town, but he was the most famous bass in Alabama. He was a fish with attitude and was alpha of his domain. For 7 years, travelers would stop by Tom Mann's Fish World to try to get a glimpse of big bad Leroy Brown. He died in 1980, becoming a Lake Eufaula legend. On the subject of glamour and glitz, from fishy fame to the silver screen, I spot this amazing marquee of an old theater. The sign says it all, save the Martin. Hopefully soon this historical movie house will be entertaining guests again. And just look who I ran into beside the Martin. I mean, I did film this the day before Easter. The McMonty Fountain has been a local landmark since the 1880s. It was brought to Eufaula from Dayton, Ohio. This gazebo appears to be part of the Veterans of Foreign War Memorial. Just past it is this 1880s bell that was used to once alarm the firefighters of Eufaula. And just past the bell is this World War II Veterans Memorial. At the intersection of Broad Street and Orange Avenue is the World War I Doughboy Monument. It was placed here in honor of 5 soldiers from Eufaula who died during 1918 and 1919. They were John Boswell, Robert Brannan, Hinton Holman, Daniel Tolley, and Porter Doughty. A local legion named after Doughty erected the memorial in 1925. The Barber County Courthouse is located next to the Doughboy Monument. Across Broad Street from the courthouse is this old 1903 warehouse. The Reeves Peanut Company was founded in 1956. It is my understanding that the Reeves family still owns this property. This is Manny, a 12-foot fiberglass bass sculpture marking Eufaula as the big bass capital of the world. Each year, high-performance bass boats thunder away from Lake Point State Park for Eufaula's annual Bass Anglers Sportsman Society tournament. As the sculpture's name implies, it is also a tribute to William Thomas Tom Mann, who was a champion angler, TV personality, and fishing lure inventor. He created classic lures like the Little George Spinner and the scented jelly worm. No, not the gummy worm. The jelly worm came in many fruit fragrances. It was the strawberry jelly worm that attracted Leroy Brown. Tom kept Leroy at his roadside attraction Fish World, which was part museum, part bait shop, and home to a 38,000-gallon aquarium, which was once located south of Lake Point State Park. After Tom's passing, the attraction closed, but the building still stands today. It is a gas station called Gator Stop. They sell bait and tackle, including a wall of jelly worms which evolved from Tom Mann's scented wonders. There's even a giant gator that you can pose by. And outside is a pond where I found this large bird and a path that leads to a few relaxing alligators. Beside Manny is the entrance to the Yoholo Micco Trail. My adventure today was supposed to be a loop, which would end down this trail where I parked my car. But this sign may mean a change in my route. Just off the trail are the remnants of an old train track. Here's some bees that are helping pollinate the surrounding flower gardens. This creation is called the shovel heads. This looks like a scenic overlook. I can hear a rushing stream through the woods. To the right looks like some sort of boat marina, the Eufaula Yacht Club. Unfortunately, a jogger that just passed by confirmed that the pedestrian bridge is out. So, after visiting Tom Mann's grave, I will end my video with clips of my alternative route back to my car. Maybe next time. I believe the cemetery is off to the right here. I decided to take the scenic route to the cemetery. Ouch! Tom Mann's grave is located at the extreme southeastern section of the cemetery. As I walk back towards his grave, just beyond the trees is the Eufaula Yacht Club at Lake Eufaula's water's edge. You can't miss his grave. It has a canoe with 2 occupants. William Thomas Mann. He died on February 11th, 2005 at the age of 72. And buried next to him is his wife Ann, who was Tom's high school sweetheart. She died on November 29th, 2014 at the age of 81. May they rest in peace on the river of life in heaven. Eufaula, Alabama, where a tree owns itself, was once home to a legendary fish named Leroy Brown, and where Tom Mann helped make Lake Eufaula the bass capital of the world.
Well, I hope y'all enjoyed my video. If you did, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. And always remember, your adventure awaits with the Denovator. I'll see y'all the next time.